Brian Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at Fort Morgan High School as they get the introductions for the Skyline Falcons. So Corey, looks like this should be a pretty good matchup tonight, even though Skyline comes in as a 45, Fort Morgan is at 20. But Skyline comes in 6th out of the Tri-Valley League, but 10-13, but so he must have a fairly strong team.
I agree. I think it's going to be a fairly close game. I mean, could even go one-sided, but I think, based on what you were saying earlier with how much, Fort Morgan they get in the night, or, and how much they give up compared to the Skyline Falcons, I think we're standing a good shot tonight. We got
We'll give you the starting lineup here for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. That lineup is brought to you by Cargill. Cargill is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. Starting tonight for your Fort Morgan Mustangs is Junior Grayson Garver, Junior Trey McBride, Senior Austin Breidenbach, Junior Lewis Garcia, and Senior Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball coming in tonight to get into the second place and overall score for Fort Morgan. They need to score 33 points tonight to overtake Scott Blatchley for number 2.
Okay.
So hopefully, if he doesn't get there, that the boys can win this, and maybe he can pick it up on Saturday. As the boys, whoever wins this game, they will go to Evergreen and play Evergreen on Saturday.
I think we stand a really good chance tonight. I really do.
So the opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Looking to find insurance for your car, home, or even for you? Call Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance with 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or provide a quote. So jumping tonight will be Trey McBride against Hunter Gutierrez, and that is going to be won by the Mustangs. Grayson Garver on the right side hands it off to Garcia. Pressure defense here. The ball is going to be thrown away. First turnover of the game belongs to the Mustangs. Garcia looked to hit Garver. Garver broke for the basket. Pass went out of bounds. Man-to-man defense here for the Mustangs. Drive in. Gutierrez now out front to Martinez. That 3 is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Garver. Now Tate Kimball from the corner. That 3 is up and no good. McBride with the rebound. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded to the Falcons as they hustle the ball up court with Higgins. Now off to Gutierrez. Now on the far side once again. And that shot is going to be up and no good. It's going to be rebounded at 2. Breidenbach, Lewis Garcia, his layup is up and good for Garcia to start off the scoring here tonight. Trap in the backcourt and out off Tate Kimball on the other side as he almost got in front of that pass. Leading scorers for Falcon is Nate Higgins, 14.2 points. Braden Blick, 12.2 points per game. Your leading scorers for the Mustangs, McBride at 17.8, Kimball at 13.9, and Garver at 10.5. That 3 is going to be up and no good. Rebounded is going to be tipped away and taken away by Garcia. Off to Garver now into the front court as they get their offense set up. Garver now to McBride at the right elbow out about the 3-point line. She's going to drive it down, spin move. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Garcia. He gets it back to McBride. McBride now to Breidenbach out at the high right point as he holds the ball. Man-to-man defense by the Falcons. 2-0 Fort Morgan, 5:54 to go first period. Lewis Garcia to Tate Kimball now to Breidenbach in the right corner. Breidenbach is going to go up with it. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Gutierrez. Now into the hands of Higgins. He's going to drive it down the right side. That layup is going to be up and good for Higgins. Ties this game up at 2. Garver now to Breidenbach to Kimball over on the high left wing. Now at the top to Garcia. Garcia gets it back to Kimball. Kimball's going to drive it down the left side. Now to Breidenbach as he drives that right baseline. Now out to Garver. Back to Kimball out at the high right wing as they look to get their offense set up. Kimball looks back at Coach Ty Trahern to get the play that they want to run. Now underneath to McBride. Back to Garcia for the 3 from the corner. Oh no, for Luis Garcia. So Garcia is 5-2 against the Falcons. As Fort Morgan puts on some pressure here to get the ball to Gutierrez. Now off to Higgins once again, and his layup is going to be up. They're going to count it, and Higgins will go to the line to shoot 1. 5, should be 5-4. And Higgins will go to the line to shoot 1. Higgins on the air is shooting 62%. So it's Garcia against Higgins so far tonight here. And that free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. We get the ball into the hands of Garvers. He brings it up, gets it off over to Kimball on the left side. Now underneath to McBride. Up and good for McBride. Nice feed from Kimball on the left side. 7-4 Mustangs. They get the ball to Gutierrez. Now the ball is going to be underneath, and that will be up and good by Smith. 7-6 Mustangs. Garver to bring the ball up into the front court. Breidenbach to Kimball over on the left side. Kimball drives it, pops, and that is up and good for Kate Kimball. 9-6 Mustangs. As Blick brings the ball up into the front court, being guarded by Garver. Blick is a 6'1 junior. Hook shot is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. We get the ball back to Garver. Garver to now McBride. 3 from straight on. Up and just short. Rebounded by Higgins. Now over on the far side is Martinez. Now Blick for the shot. And that is going to be up and good by Blick. 9-8 Mustangs, 3:20 to go here in the first period. Garver's going to drive it down. Layup is going to be up and no good. Too hard off the backboard. And now McBride is going to be called for the foul. First foul of the game will go on the Mustangs. Actually, the second foul. I didn't catch who that first one was on when Higgins went to the line. I think it was on Breidenbach. He was one laying on the floor trying to get the. Now they're going to back it out. Now a travel is going to be called on Higgins as Shirtliff has come in for Garcia. Mustangs up 9-8, 3 minutes to go first period. Breidenbach to Kimball over on the left side. To Shirtliff out at the high right point. Now back to McBride for a 3, and that is up and good for McBride from behind the 3-point line. 5 points for McBride. 12-8, 4-point lead here for the Mustangs. Blick now gets it over here to Higgins underneath the Gutierrez. His shot up and good for Gutierrez. Gutierrez is a 6'4 senior. Now to Kimball over on the far side. Gutierrez averages 8.1 points a game. 12-10 Mustangs. Breidenbach's 3 is up and no good. Rebounded by Smith. As Blick now gets it up into the front court. Gets it over to Higgins. Higgins is going to drive it down, pick it up. Now over here on the near side to Blick. His 3 is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Shirtliff. Garver now into the front court. 12-10, a minute 45 to go. Garver stops and pops that shot up and no good. Rebounded by Blick. So the Mustangs early on we're feeling it. Right now haven't connected. Gutierrez now cross court to Blick. That three is going to be up and good for Blick. Falcons take their first lead of the game, 13-12, with 1:23 to go first period. Kimball over on the far side as they extend their defense out. McBride for another three, and that is up and off the rim and no good. Tipped out and taken, going to be taken by Smith. As he travels, he gets the ball. It should be a travel. How do you call a timeout when you travel? He grabbed the ball and he slid about 10 feet on the floor.
And they call the timeout.
And they call a timeout. There is no way that is a timeout. That is a travel all the way.
Yep.
They missed that one completely. 30-second timeout here.
You can't argue with the rest on there, but yeah, that's a total travel.
Yeah, I don't know how you. Yeah, that's a
bad call.
That's a bad call there. Should have been a travel. You can't fall to the floor and slide and call a timeout. That's just. Yeah, they missed that one completely. Mustangs down by 1, 13-12. With Skyline inbounding here near side. As they look to get the ball in with Gutierrez, gets it back now over on the far side to Blick. Now the ball is going to be taken away by Kimball. Kimball on the layup. Layup is going to be up and good by Tate Kimball. Puts the Mustangs back up 14-13. Blick out front being guarded by Garver. Now over on the far side to Martinez. Now back out front to Higgins. Now to Gutierrez. Now for a three from the corner by Martinez. Up and good by Martinez. Puts the Falcons up 16-14 with 29 seconds to go here in the first period. Kimball over on the far left side, and now to Breidenbach out at the point, hands off to Garver. Now a give and go, and foul is going to be on Gutierrez as Breidenbach goes up for the shot. So that will be the first on Gutierrez. Breidenbach go to the line to shoot two. Breidenbach on the year is shooting 64%. 16.9 seconds. Free throw is up and good for Austin Breidenbach. His first point of the night. Cuts it down to 1, 16-15. Kimball comes out. Brandon Godinez into the game for the Mustangs. Next shot is up and good by Breidenbach. Ties it up here at 16. Higgins now, or that's Blick that brings the ball up into the front court being guarded by Garver. Now to Higgins here on the near side as they look to get it underneath. Higgins is going to stop and pop, and that shot misses everything. Godinez with a rebound, and that is the way the first period will come to an end. All tied up at 16 on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at Fort Morgan High School. Tristan Reyes back at the studios for us tonight. 16-16 as we start this second period of play. Back out to Blick, up and no good. Rebounded and saved by Garcia. So we'll give him the rebound on that play. Now underneath is, they're going to call a travel on Carrillo. Really? Breidenbach is taking the seat for a little bit as Eric Carrillo comes into the game, a 6'2 senior. So a turnover there by the Mustangs. Very few turnovers here.
About 2 and 2.
Higgins on the ball is going to be taken away. As McBride brings the ball up court, now cross court to Garver, now to Garcia. Three from the corner is up and good for Luis Garcia. His second three of the night. 19-16 Mustangs. Blick now gets it to Higgins out on the high left wing. Up top now to Robinson. Over on the far side once again to Blick, and that three is going to be off the rim and they'll go down by McBride. Now McBride out top, gives it off to Kimball over on the left side. They're playing him pretty tight. And that lob is to McBride. His old jumper from the right side is up and good for McBride. So a 30-second timeout is going to be taken here by Skyline. So we'll just keep it right here.
They need to take that timeout because they're getting worried here a little bit fast, I'm sure.
So they don't want the Mustangs getting on a big run. They want to stem that tide a little bit. So
yeah,
they're down to 3 timeouts. Fort Morgan has yet to take a timeout. We're sitting also at 2 fouls for Fort Morgan, 1 on the Falcons.
You know, try to get them to use those timeouts as fast as we can.
And we'll see if they die by the 3 or live by the 3. And I'm talking about the Falcons.
Kind of like last night with the game with Canyon City and us.
Blick averages, he's at 35% from behind the arc. Martinez at 29%. Nice student section here tonight, as Corey pointed out a little bit ago. Nice steal by Kimball. Second one, Kimball's layup is going to be up and good for Tate Kimball. 6 points on the night for Kimball. Now a 7-point lead here for the Mustangs with 6-11. Nice job by Tate Kimball. And Higgins out at the top, being guarded by Garcia. Nice tight defense. Almost a steal by McBride. Now into the corner. That ball is going to be out of bounds. Turnover by the Falcons. So Breidenbach back in. Carrillo comes out. Nice stint by Eric Carrillo. So 23-16 Mustangs with 5:51 to go. Skyline scoreless so far here in this. And now a foul underneath. I think that's going to go on let's see. I believe that was on McBride. So that's 2. So Trey will have to watch what's going on. We're going to see if Carrillo's going to come back in for a little bit at the next opportunity to spell McBride for a little bit. Over on the far side, it's not Martinez, excuse me, that is Higgins for a 3. As they finally get on the scoreboard here in the second period, 23-19. Tate Kimball on the high left wing, now back to a zone defense. That shot is going to be up and good by Breidenbach from the lane. So the Falcons have went to a zone defense, 25-19. Now over into the corner to Lopez, being guarded now out front to Blick, being guarded by Garver. Blick backs it out, going to get over here to the near side now to Higgins. They're going to get it underneath to Gutierrez. Now he's going to kick it back out over on the far side to Blick. Blick's going to drive it in to hand it off to Gutierrez. Now Garver goes down. That 3 is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Off to Garver. Garver stops and pops, and that shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gutierrez on the far side. Now up into the front court to Higgins. And that ball, they're going to say, off of Fort Morgan and out of bounds. So Eric Carrillo into the game for McBride.
Probably a smart move. Don't want to.
He can't get his 3rd foul here. He may sit for the rest of this half. As they get the ball in to Gutierrez. Now into the corner to Blick, and that 3 is in and out, but rebounded right there at the bucket is Smith for a 2. 25-21, 4-point lead here for the Mustangs with 4 minutes to go, second period. Garcia over on the right side now, up front to Garver, over to Kibble on the high left wing, 3:53. Now Garcia in the left corner underneath to Carrillo. Carrillo throws the ball away as Gutierrez gets in the way of that pass. As Higgins now gets it off to Lopez out on the high left wing. Gets it off to Gutierrez now, and he's going to try to look for the cutter. He gets it off to Higgins once again. Higgins is going to drive it down, and that shot is going to be up and good, and he's going to draw the foul, I believe. They're going to call it on Carrillo. They're going to call that on Garcia. And Higgins with the bucket and goes to the line to shoot one. He missed his first free throw, and that one is also up and no good. Rebounded though by Smith. Now Higgins just knocks down Carrillo once again, but rebounded by Breidenbach. Kimball now backs it out as the Mustangs still lead it by 2, 25-23. Garver picks up the errant pass. Now to Kimball. Kimball now to Garcia out on the left wing for a three. Up and no good. Rebounded by Austin Breidenbach as he gets it back to Garcia. Now to Garver, to Garcia for a three from the corner. Up and good for Luis Garcia. His third three of the night. 5-point lead now, 28-23 Mustangs with 2:47 to go here in the first half. Gutierrez now hands it back off to Blick, and that three is going to be up and good for Blick. His second three of the night. 2-point lead for the Mustangs, 28-26, 2:30 to go. First half as they get it to Garver. Now Kimball drives that left side, backs it out now to Garver, to Garcia from a three from the corner. No good, but Carrillo there to put it up and in. Carrillo with the bucket as he's on the offside and got the rebound. 30-26 with 2:10 to go. Mustangs up. Now a deep three, and that is going to be up and good by Higgins. His second three of the night. And now it looks like Coach Trahern is going to take a timeout for the Mustangs, but we'll keep it here as it's only a 30-second timeout. This Fort Morgan Mustangs timeout is brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East.
Both sides putting up a heck of a fight tonight. I think you're right. I think we're going to see McBride sit out for the rest of this period, which I think would be a smart move by the coach down there.
Yeah, okay, Carrillo still in the game. I figured he probably would be. So Breidenbach inbounds to Garver. We have 2 minutes to go here in the first half. As we get it off now over to Garver, back to Garcia. Now to Kimball. Kimball stops and pops. His shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded once again by Carrillo. His pass is going to be tipped away and taken away by Martinez, and now a foul is going to be on Garver. That is going to be on Eric Carrillo, his first. Team fifth, only one called so far on the Falcons. As Zeta inbounds just in front of the Mustang bench. They get it in to Higgins, to Blick. Blick gets it back, going to grab that left side. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded and finally taken away by Kimball. Kimball to Garcia. Garcia is going to drive that left baseline up and unders. Up and good for Luis Garcia. That looked like an odd type of shot, but he had the up and under.
Oh, yeah, he did. He got it.
For the 3-point lead for the Mustangs with a minute 4 to go here in the first half. Gutierrez wide open at the bucket. And then they call a foul on Breidenbach.
I didn't see
much of a foul there.
No, I didn't either.
But Breidenbach.
That'll be his second, I would
think. That will be his second. It will be 2 on Austin Breidenbach. Free throws up and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. He's going to get it into the hands of Garver. The Mustangs lead by 1, 32-31 with under a minute to go. Now to Garver. Corner to Breidenbach for a three from the corner, up and no good. Rebounded by Garcia, but a foul on the rebound, and that will go on Martinez. His first, team second, as the Mustangs will inbound right baseline of their basket. Get it in to Garver, now to Luis Garcia. Now to Breidenbach in the lane. This shot is off the backboard, up and good for Austin Breidenbach. 6 points on the night for Breidenbach. 3-point lead again for the Mustangs, 34-31 with 30 seconds left here in the first half as they get the ball over on the far side to Robinson. Now out front to Gutierrez, to Martinez on the left high wing. Back to Robinson, back out to Blick out on the right side. Gutierrez now back to Blick. Blick's going to drive it down. It looks like a walk. And now they give it off to Higgins as we're down to 9 seconds.
Yeah.
6 down to 5 seconds.
I like it.
As Higgins will stop and pop for a deep 3. That is up and good by Higgins. Oh my gosh, that was almost a pro 3 out there. But that brings the score all knotted up here at 34 at halftime. We'll be back with the halftime show here on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickler and Corey Riddle back here at Fort Morgan High School. Tristan Reyes back at the studios for us tonight. Other games going on as far as both of these leagues are concerned. Skyview is hosting Battle Mountain tonight, and Conifer is hosting Glenwood Springs. The other Tri-Valley teams, Erie is at Thomas Jefferson. Meade has a bye tonight, as well as Holy Family. Frederick is at Longmont. Windsor had to travel to Steamboat Springs, and I believe that was it. They had 6 teams, I believe, in the tournament. And the winner of this game will go to Evergreen on Saturday. Time to be determined. The Mustangs come back out here all tied up with the Falcons as they will get possession first. McBride, Garver, Breidenbach, Garcia, and Kimball.
Original 5.
In the game for the Mustangs. Kimball and Breidenbach, the only seniors on the starting 5. Garver now to Kimball. Kimball for a 3 from the right side is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by McBride with a left-handed hook up and no good. And the ball is going to be tipped around and a jump will be called. So that will go to Skyline. Fort Morgan will pick up. See if they're going to try to trap here at half court as they get the ball to Higgins. Now off to Blick over on the left side. Now they get it into the front court to Higgins. To Gutierrez. Now to Higgins. A 3 is going to be up no good this time. Ball is tipped away to Garcia. Garcia back out to Kimball. Down to McBride. Off to Garver out at the point. Breidenbach now out at the left. Point to Kimball. Man-to-man defense here by the Falcons. Now McBride for a 3 up and no good. Rebounded by Garcia. He's going to back it out. Underneath now to Breidenbach. His little jump from left side is in and out. Rebounded once again by Garcia. 2 rebounds in a row by Garcia. Now Garcia for a 3 up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. McBride's shot is finally going to go up and in for Trey McBride. Blick gets the ball up into the front court for the Falcons. 36-34 Mustangs. As they score first here in the second half. Get it over on the far side to Higgins. Out on the high left point. Now to Martinez and back out to Higgins. Blick now to Martinez. A 3 from the corner up and no good. Rebound. A big strong rebound by McBride. Into the hands of Garver. Garver's going to spin move. That shot is going to be blocked. And that is going to be a foul now on Garver. That will be his first, team first here in the second half. Blick now brings the ball up against Garcia. 5:53 to go. The Mustangs still up 36-34. Blick down over on the far side to Higgins. Higgins up top once again to Blick. Higgins over on the left side for a 3, and that is off the rim and no good. Tipped around and taken away by Martinez. Martinez back out to Blick out at the point. Back to Martinez. To Blick to Higgins over on the left wing. Now to Gutierrez. Martinez now underneath to Robinson. Give and go is going to be up and no good. The ball is going to be tipped out though and retained by Blick. Now Gutierrez with a shot up and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Gets it into the hands of Tate Kimball. Kimball's layup is up and good from the right side. 8 points on the night for Kimball. 4-point lead for the Mustangs, 38-34 with 4:55 to go here, third period. Kimball and McBride each with a bucket here in this third period. Now Martinez gets it back out to Blick, back to Martinez. Now they're going to get it underneath to Gutierrez. The shot is going to be up and good at the bucket by Gutierrez. 6 points on the night by Hunter Gutierrez. McBride into the lane. Little jumper is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Blick. Now Martinez for a three, and that is going to be up and in and out. Rebounded by Garcia. Garcia having a big night on the boards. Now to Garver. He brings it into the front court, gives it off to Bryan back out at the point. He's going to drive it down. He was tripped out front, but they're going to call no basket as the foul was before the layup. And that will be on Gutierrez, his second, only the third team foul of the game for Skyline. So Connor Smith comes in for Robison. Garcia now to McBride from the lane, up and no good. Rebounded by Martinez. Just a little hard off of the back of the rim. 38-36 Mustangs. As Martinez now hands it off to Higgins, drives down that left side, up and no good. Rebounded by McBride. McBride stops, gives it off to Garver. Now back to McBride, who stops for a three from... That is up and good for Trey McBride, his second three of the night. 12 points on the night for Trey. 41-36, 5-point lead here now for the Mustangs with 3:27. Blick drives it down, gives it off to Gutierrez. Now to Smith, and that is blocked. And now to McBride, up and in for the layup is McBride.
He could have gotten a stop there.
Nice. Yeah, he wasn't going to chance it though.
I know.
So a 7-point lead here now for the Mustangs as the Falcons will call a full timeout. So we'll take one with them here. 43-36 Mustangs on B106 and B106.com. Skyline brings the ball inbounds to Higgins as he gets the ball up into the front court, being guarded by... Oh, the ball is going to be tipped right back to Higgins. Garcia now over to Connor Smith out on the high left point, back to Higgins. For Morgan in the man-to-man defense. Garcia guarding Higgins. Now back out to Blick out at the point. Blick's going to pick it up back out to Martinez out high. Now to Higgins underneath. Ball is going to be taken away by McBride. Shirtliff for a three. Up and good. Trevor Shirtliff into the game. 10 points behind the arc. 10 points here. Shirtliff has come in for Garver. Carrillo also into the game. So 10 points here for the Mustangs. Martinez picks up his dribble, being guarded by Carrillo. Nice job there. Martinez with a jumper. Ball is going to be rebounded by Carrillo.
I like it.
Tate Kimball's going to pull it out here and back out to the point. 46-36, 2 minutes to go here in the third period. Mustangs up 6. Shirtliff on the far side, now to Kimball, now to Garcia out on the left wing. Now to Kimball. He's going to stop and pop. Up and good. Tate Kimball.
12-point lead.
10-point night here for Kimball. They're up to 12 now. 48-36 with a minute 37. As Blick drives that left side, ball is going to be taken away. They're going to call it offensive foul, a illegal block. And that will be on number 4. That will be Blick. That's only his first. So Breidenbach and Garver back into the game. And McBride and Kimball will take a seat with a 12-point lead with a minute 32 left here.
Got to save them when you can save them.
So the Mustangs have outscored them 10-2 here in this third period. Shirtliff back out to back to Garver. Now they're going to run a little clock here. Carver's going to split it now to Shirtlift, now to Garcia. 3 from the corners, up and no good. Ball is going to be tipped around, taken by Garver. Layup is going to be up and no good once again. And as Gutierrez comes down with the rebound. 48-36 with a minute to go here in the third period. Now a blocking foul will be called on Fort Morgan. We'll see if that's going to go on Shirtlift.
I'm sure it is.
See who they're going to call that on. That will be on Shirtlift. His first. So Blick to inbounds right baseline of their basket as they bring Robinson back into the game. They get the ball into Gutierrez, now to Martinez at the left elbow. Now Blick over in the left corner being guarded by Garver.
Garver doing a
nice job, but they're going to call the foul on Garver. So it's only his second.
Doing a good job about blocking. But
team third. You just got to get in front of him and get his feet set. Yep. Still up 12, 48-36 with 50.4 seconds to go. You get the ball into Robinson. Now back up top to Gutierrez. Now out front to Blick. Blick for the 3. Up and good. Just like that. Blick hits the 3. 11 points for Blick. Shirtlift back up to Garver. 35 seconds to go. A 9-point lead, 48-39. Back over to Shirtlift on the high left wing. Now to Bryden back underneath to Garcia. And Garcia shot up and good at the bucket for Luis Garcia. His first bucket of the third period. He has 15 on the night. 11-point lead again for the Mustangs, 50-39. As Blick out front being guarded by Garver. Now to Martinez on the high right wing. Back up top to Robinson. Now they're going to hit Blick for a 3 from the left side. Up and good for Blick. 14 points for Blick. He needs to shoot it. Breidenbach, if it goes, it would be good. At the end of 3, the Mustangs up 8, 50-42 on B106 and B106.com. 8 minutes left here in this contest as the Mustangs and Falcons fight it out here in the first round of the playoffs. Winner of this game will go to Evergreen on Saturday. Mustangs up 8 as we enter this fourth period. They're going to have to get in the face of Blick to stop those 3-pointers. Fort Morgan to take control here of the ball in the fourth period. Get it off to McBride. I don't know why that's not called. Now the 3 is up and no good by Kimball. Rebounded by Gutierrez. So Blick now brings the ball up front being guarded by Garver. Hands it off to Gutierrez. Now back to Blick. Blick is going to drive. His shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Martinez, and now the ball is going to be kind of a foul call, and that will be on Tate Kimball. It would be his first, team fourth. As they will inbounds now, right baseline of their basket with Blick. As they try to get it into Gutierrez. Now out front to Higgins. Higgins is going to drive it down, and layup is going to be up and good for Higgins. His first bucket of the second period. He has 17 on the night. 6-point lead now for the Mustangs, 50-44 to Kimball on the high right wing. That ball is almost taken away, but
retained
by the Mustangs. Garver now is going to drive it in, and his ball is going to be taken away by Skyline. So another turnover here by the Mustangs here in this second half. 50-44, 6:50 to go. Ball is tipped and out of bounds off of Kimball. He almost had another steal. He's had a couple tonight on that cutting in front of that ball. So Shirtlift remains in the game for Garcia. As Gutierrez now looks to get the ball in bounds. They get the ball. The ball is going to be saved but out of bounds by Shirtlift. Nice hustle there by Trevor Shirtlift. Also a senior, 5'8" senior. So Gutierrez gets the ball into Blick. Almost taken away. Blick to Higgins. Higgins keeps the dribble alive now at the right elbow. Back to Gutierrez. Gutierrez. Oh, that pass is out of bounds as Blick broke for the basket. The ball goes out of bounds. 6:29 to go here. Fort Morgan needs a bucket here. Get a little momentum back on their side. Garver brings the ball back down. As Bryden back now off the left baseline, now cross court to Garver. He's going to pop for a 3 off the rim and no good. and off of Garver and out of bounds. (50-44), 6:16 left here as Blick brings the ball up court. And Garver will go out to meet him. The ball is off of Blick. Nice job by Trevor Shirtliff to deflect it, and then off of Higgins and out of bounds.
Shirtliff's doing a good. I mean, there's been several times here already in this fourth period where he's almost gotten that steal.
So Kimball
cutting in there.
Now into the corner for Breidenbach. Now underneath, that should be a foul as a reach over, but nothing called. Now back to Breidenbach to Kimball, cross court to Garver, now to Shirtliff. He's going to pop for a three up and off the rim, off the backboard, no good. Fort Morgan needs to get some
points on the board.
Some better shots here. 50-44 still, 5:43 to go. Martinez, they're going to get the ball underneath to Gutierrez. That shot is going to be up and good by Gutierrez. 8 points on the night for Gutierrez. A full timeout will be taken here by Ty Trahern, so we'll take one with him. 50-46 with 5:34 to go here in the fourth period on B106 and B106.com. 50-46 Mustangs with 5:34 as they get the ball inbounds to Garver in the back court. Mustangs need a bucket. Now to Kimball, a little dumper from the left baseline. They cannot buy a bucket right now as the ball is going to be rebounded by Robinson. Fort Morgan has not scored yet here in this fourth period. As Blick keeps that dribble alive, now they're going to get it off to Gutierrez. Gutierrez back out to Blick out at the point. Now Higgins over on the left side dribbles it in. And now they're going to give it off to Martinez. Now Blick in the corner. That three is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Nice job by Breidenbach to keep his balance. Gets the ball into Garver. Still the 4-point lead. Mustangs need a bucket. Now they get it to McBride. Up and good on the layup by McBride. Nice give and go there. As Breidenbach finds McBride cutting to the basket. 52-46. Martinez on the right wing, now underneath to Gutierrez. Shot is going to be up and no good. Ball is going to be tipped around and taken away by McBride, and Gutierrez with the foul. That will be his third. So nice strong rebound there by McBride. Now a timeout will be taken by Skyline. So we'll take one with them here. Mustangs up 52-46 on B106 and B106.com.
Love it.
52-46 Mustangs with 4:25 left here in the game. As the Mustangs will inbounds far into the court with Breidenbach. So you got Breidenbach, Garver, Garcia, McBride, and Kimball on the floor. 4:20 as they're going to double team Garver out at the top, and then now that ball to Kimball and out of bounds. So that is just what Skyline wanted, get that turnover. Surprised Fort Morgan hasn't tried a little press here on their own, but Higgins now brings the ball up court, or excuse me, Blick brings the ball up court now to Higgins over on the high left wing. As they're looking to find Blick. Now the ball to Gutierrez. Up to Blick. They got to get a hand in that kid's face. That is up and no good. Ball is going to be finally taken by Martinez. And now to Gutierrez. Now over into the corner to Higgins. Higgins is going to drive it down. Oh, nice. Oh, that was all ball. That was terrible. Oh, if they call that on Garver, that's, well, they called it on Breidenbach. Should have been a jump. That's Breidenbach's third. The Skyline to inbounds right baseline of their basket as they look to get it in. Ball is going to be taken by Gutierrez. Now over into the corner to Blick. Blick is going to pop for the three, and that is going to be up and good for Blick. 17 points on the night for Blick. 3-point game here, 52-49. We get the ball to Kimball. Now back to Garver. Breidenbach's layup is going to be up and no good. Not a good shot as it's rebounded by Gutierrez. 3:12 to go, 52-49. Get the ball into the hands of Robinson at the baseline. Back out to Gutierrez, now to Martinez over on the high left wing. Martinez using that off arm to make some room and nothing being called. Now Brick drives it down, going to get it off to Higgins, up and no good, rebounded by Kimball. Kimball backs it out now, 3-point lead still, 52-49. Garcia pops for a three from the corner, up and no good, rebounded by Gutierrez. 2:32 to go, 52-49. This was a 50-42 game at the end of three. Brick keeps that dribble alive, dribbles over on the left high wing, picks it up now to Higgins. That three is up and good for Higgins. Jesus. So all tied up here, 52-52. Skyline has come back from 12 down. They get it back out to Garver. And now the ball is going to be taken, should be Fort Morgan got the timeout as Garver jumps back on the ball. Ty Trahern tries to get the message across there. Mustangs will take a timeout. So we'll take one with them, 52-52 with 2:01 left here in the first round playoff game on B106 and B106.com. 52-52, 2:01 left here in the fourth period as Breidenbach will get it and get the ball into Garver in the back court. A 10-2 run here in this fourth period as Fort Morgan 2, Kimball. Kimball's going to drive it now off to McBride for the three, and that is up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Gets it into the hands of Garver. Now over to Luis Garcia to Kimball. Kimball for a three, and that is up. And it's a Tate Kimball. Kimball drains it. His first three of the night puts the Mustangs up by three, 55-52. Minute 30. Martinez is going to be stolen in the backcourt. Now up to McBride. McBride all the way down for the layup. And he is fouled. Yeah. 57-52. Fort Morgan as McBride goes to the line to shoot one. Come on, Trey. Let's make this a 6-point lead here. That free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Gets it out to Garver. Garver for a three. Up and no good. Ball is tipped around, taken by Garver. And now back out to McBride. Nice job here by the Mustangs. Up 5, 57-52 with a minute 9.
Run the clock down a little bit.
Kimball down to Garver. Now cross court to Garcia. As they're going to work this clock here a little bit.
I don't blame them.
Kimball now to Garver. They're going to make them come out and foul him, and they do. They foul as Blick. Now the Mustangs have got to earn it. Well, that's only the 15th foul, so they won't shoot yet with 56.3 seconds. The Mustangs up.
It's okay.
5, 57-52. Breidenbach to inbounds as they get it to Kimball. Now they stop. Well, I don't know why they stop play. What? They can't stop play and explain it to the ref unless they're going to talk it over.
No.
How do you stop play and explain something to the ref? You don't do that. No, I don't understand that at all. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. Now they get the ball into Garcia.
Run the clock down, guys.
McBride lay up. Play McBride
like it.
on the bucket.
7-point lead.
59-52. Blick
43 seconds
left. He's going to go for a three. Up and good. Blick is still hot. And that is down to one timeout now for the Skyline Falcons. 59-54, a 4-point lead. And it is a full timeout. So we'll take one with them at 40 seconds left. The Mustangs up by 4 on B106 and B106.com. Fort Morgan now gets the ball in, and it's going to be tipped by McBride as he's going to go up and under. Nothing good for McBride. 61-55. We got 30 seconds now. Higgins for a three, and that is off and no good. Rebound and tip bite and to Garver. Garver now to Garcia. That should be an intentional foul as he pushes him right in the face. But they're not going to give it to him, but that will be 16 fouls. And that will be on Blick. That will be his third. 61-55, 25.5. And Coach Trahern pleading his case on the intentional foul because that would have been free throws plus getting the ball back.
Yep.
But Breidenbach now to inbound, so Fort Morgan needs to take care of the ball here. Up 6, 61-55. They get the ball to Garver. Garver now back to Garcia, to Kimball. And now they're going to foul Kimball. It's the best, probably the best free throw shooter we have out there. And that is going to go on Higgins. That is his first. So now is the time to shine, boys, from the free throw line. Tate Kimball is shooting 73%. First one is up and good for Kimball.
7-point lead.
14 points here for Kimball here in this game. 62-55. First one, that one is up and no good. 20 seconds, 62-55. As Blick for a three, and that is up and good for Blick. 9 points here in the fourth period.
4-point lead.
As Garcia is going to be fouled in the backcourt. 62-58 with 7.3 seconds.
I think if we can get...
And that is going to be on Blick. That will be his fourth.
If we can get this free throw, I'm going to say this game is locked up.
No, I'm not saying anything yet. That's only a 4-point lead. So Garcia goes to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 15 points on the night for Garcia. Garcia is shooting 77%. First one is up and good for Garcia.
5-point lead.
So he will earn a second. 16 points on the night for Luis Garcia. Fort Morgan keeps this lead. They will go to Evergreen on Saturday. Next free throw up and good for Luis Garcia.
What do you think, Brian?
As a time, let's see what they're discussing here.
They don't have any more timeouts.
They are out of timeout, so they're going to bring it in. Gutierrez to bring it in as they get it into Blick. So they can just let this ball go. Don't even foul him. Don't even contest it. That shot is up and no good. The Mustangs with 1 second left. As the Mustangs will inbound 64-58 with 1 second left. The Mustangs will be going to Evergreen on Saturday. Time to be undetermined as they get the ball, try to get it into Garver. It is over. The Mustangs win 64-58. They win their first round game here against Skyline. Big win here for the Mustangs as they will now go to Evergreen on Saturday. We will take a break and be back with the post-game show here on B106 and B106.com. Fort Morgan Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. And part of that, I believe, here with the Mustangs here tonight is believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. They got the win, and I am very happy for them.
They come away with the 64-58 win as they hit 3 big throws down the right here towards the end of the game to salt this away. Scoring for the Skyline, is Smith with 4. Martinez with 3, Blick with 23. He had 9 points in that fourth period, all threes. Higgins with 20. He only had 5 in that second half. He had 15 at halftime. And 8 for Gutierrez, only 2 in that. He had 4 in the second half, 2 in the fourth period. Leading the way for the Mustangs tonight was Trey McBride with 22, Luis Garcia with 17, Tate Kimball with 14, Trevor Shurtleff with 3, Eric Carrier with 2 for the Mustangs for their 64. Fort Morgan was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Skyline did not shoot any free throws in that second half, and they were 0 of 2 in the first half. So 0 and 2 Skyline from the free throw line. The Mustangs 5 of 6, with 3 of those 6 coming in the fourth period. Garcia hitting 2 and Kimball hitting 1.
That's what, you make it or break it at those free throws, and tonight they made it.
They made it. Yep.
I love it, and I'm happy to see them keep going on and advancing. For turnovers tonight for the Skyline, they had 8, and the Fort Morgan Mustangs had 6. Of those 6, 4 were in the first half, and 2 were in the second half, and on Skyline it was basically 4 and 4. For Skyline, they had a total of 19 rebounds, and for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, they had 34, and of those 34, Trevor Shirtliff had 1, as far as Godinez had 1. Tate Kimball and Eric Carrillo had 2. Grayson Garver had 4. Trey McBride with 9. Austin Breidenbach with 9. I don't know if I just said that, sorry. And Luis Garcia with 7. So, I mean, we can talk about things all night long, but I'm very, very happy with how the Fort Morgan Mustangs did tonight. So, what do you think for player of the game tonight, Brian?
Well, the Mustang player of the game is brought to you by Transwest Chevrolet Buick, serving Northeast Colorado and now located in Fort Morgan and Sterling. Stop by and take a test drive. They have a great selection of new and used vehicles, or browse our website, transwestchevroletbuick.com. And I think we will go with Luis Garcia tonight. 17 points, 7 rebounds. He had 13 points at halftime, only 4 in the second half, but 2 of those were in the fourth period as free throws right towards the end of the game.
That's where it counts.
Help salt this game away. Tate Kimball had 4 points also in that fourth period. He had 1 free throw, and that put it away. The Mustangs also, they had that 12-point lead, and they let that lead get away from them. I believe it was 52-52. At one point, Skyline came back at 52-52, outscored Skyline. It looks like 12-6 from that point on. So
and I know we talked about this earlier, but how many points did Tate Kimball get tonight?
Tate had 14. He needed 33 to overcome Scott Blatchley for second. So he has one more shot at it on Saturday night.
So he's got to get basically 19 then, huh?
That is a 6 o'clock tip we heard here a little bit ago at Evergreen. Evergreen, let me get it here. Evergreen is a 13 seed. So they will host the Mustangs on Saturday night at 6 o'clock. So we will have that game right here for you on B106 and B106.com. So congratulations to the Fort Morgan Mustang boys tonight as they win it 64-58. Tristan Reyes has been our engineer and producer of Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball tonight. Thanks, Tristan. Great job. For Corey Riddle, this is Brian Nickel. Once again, the Mustangs prevail 64-58. They go to Evergreen on Saturday.
We will be there with them.
We will have it here on B106 and B106.com. You have been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Good night, everybody.